Good morning. We are live in beautiful downtown Crestline in the San Bernardino Mountains of Southern California's Inland Empire. It's another chilly morning, not as cold as the few previous mornings. Hi, sweetie. Kitty cat. Let's see if I can get her on camera. There she is. And Smokey's tail. What, Smokey? That sweetie. My little feral kitty had her 16 and a half years, and she still doesn't trust me. Good morning, Jason. Welcome in. Ah, Smokey Sue, I gave you guys treats. I already treated you. Oh, now they know the word treats. Goody. Okay, round two. Tora, Tutu, 3C, Smoky Sue, and Sweetie Pie. Grandpa is outside. He's a very calm, cool, and collected cat. He moves slowly and quietly, and he doesn't freak out about anything. I wonder who Grandpa's humans were that were so mean as to abandon him. Hi, Witta. Hi, Ditch. Hi, Freeman. Welcome in. Uh, this morning I have coffee, water, and lemonade. I didn't make tea. I'll make it later. Yes, it has been quite a week. I forgot which exact day it was. I think it was last Friday, something like that. We had a massive storm with wind and sleet and snow, but only about an inch worth. It's all melted now, but everything is wet, even now. We have a massive storm probably coming in. It's mostly hitting San Francisco and Sacramento right now. It might come down here into Southern California. I think I got cat hair in my eyelashes. Not a whole lot to talk about. Ellen DeGeneres has moved to England, and she says she is not coming back because the Orange Man got elected. Hi, Frank. Welcome in. Ah, eye tickles are worse than our eye itchies. A lot of celebrities have said they're leaving the U.S. and never coming back. Some migrants have decided to go to Canada, and their Prime Minister, Trudeau, says we better close our borders. Yeah, I don't think I would move to the UK. Their healthcare system is worse than the Veterans Administration or Kaiser. I've been fortunate. I'm not, unlike many people my age, by the way, I'm 70, uh, I'm not on a cabinet full of pills. I'm really not on any pills, just this here inhaler, and it's only for emergencies. They gave me a different inhaler to use twice a day, whether I had a problem or not, but apparently I'm allergic to that. Yeah, well, Canada has a problem in that many of their cabinet positions are not filled. Cabinets are kind of like our agencies and bureaus and offices. They don't have leaders. Mm. Well, I think here in the US, we have two basic classes: those who earn the money and those who take the money. Frank, how many cigarettes do I smoke? Usually half a pack, but when I'm on live, I smoke a ton. Hi, at Sequentia, welcome in. At Sequentia wonders why components of the ruling system are named after pieces of furniture. Good question. I have no clue. Frank smokes 5 per day, cigarettes or packs. Actually, you couldn't burn 5 packs a day. They take longer than that. Well, I did it. I took out a new loan to consolidate the 2 loans I already had into one, so my monthly payment is lower, and I have just enough left to get a washing machine, because the one that was given to me about a year ago for free, even delivered for free, as it bit the dust. That's what happens when everything you own runs on computer chips. I'm tempted to get one of those old machines where you plug it in and it all it does is agitate and drain. You fill it with your garden hose. It chugs away, and when you think it's done, you turn it off and empty it. And then you fill it up for the rinse and do that again. And then it has those rollers on top to squeeze the water out of your clothes, and you put them on a clothesline. Ditch smokes a pack and a half on average. That gets expensive. Uh-huh. Freeman made a funny. The chair recognizes the chest of drawers. That is funny. I was looking at an article about writing for aspiring writers, because it said the common advice is to write what you know, but better advice is to write what you love. Unfortunately, the main body of the article was primarily all about how Philip K. Dick used amphetamines. Don't do like Philip K. Dick. His doctor prescribed the amphetamines because one, because he needed to lose weight, and two, because he was depressed. And in 1960, those were the two common reasons to prescribe amphetamines. He was not, buying it off the street. His doctor prescribed it. And frankly, he didn't need amphetamines. He was hyperactive. They slowed him down. Oh, good point, Freeman. Phil wrote about the appliances rebelling against people, so Freeman thought they'd all be nicer to me in honor of Phil. Well, you can't have everything. When we were married, we didn't have a washing machine. I used the laundromat. It's kind of, I'm on the fence. I think I will use the laundromat for a while until I find a washing machine I want and can afford. I'm going to first shout out on Facebook to see if anyone has a used machine. Yeah, Ditch has the lungs of an Olympic sprinter, but not the money. So he needs to cut down on smoking. Well, he liked certain drugs. And thanks to Linus Pauling, Phil decided to take tons of vitamin C. Partly because I think it was Amway. I don't know. I think it was the Amway company, door-to-door sales and like that. It was being sold by a cute little blonde lady. She was married, no romance there, but he liked her. And that was part of what happened in the pink light experience. He was taking tons of vitamin C. Oh yeah, ditch Adderall. I haven't looked into that. I don't know much about it, but I try to avoid prescription medications if I can use a natural solution. Of course, if I need antibiotics for an infection, I take them. But I gave up on pain pills. All they do is make me barf. Yeah. Would I? It's wrong to blame people who took the pills that doctors prescribed to them. They believed their doctor. They trusted. Not their fault. Oh, Witta's son says they're trying to get laundry machines Yeah, laundromats are expensive. But see, here on the mountain in the winter, it's nice to put the clothes into a dryer and not have to deal with the clothesline. No, Ditch, Phil was not taking barbiturates. He did have a mood elevator because he was always depressed, and the medications for his high blood pressure made him feel more depressed. But his idea of depressed was that he was not manic. He was hyperactive, and anything that interfered with hyperactivity made him think he was depressed when he was just normal. Oh, Witta's working on getting a new place where she won't be surrounded by criminals. Yeah, Phil was over medicated. He didn't always take the pills. If he suspected the side effects were messing with him, he'd quit taking them and go back to the doctor and say, "We have to try something else." I don't know. Ugh, clumsy, clumsy. Sounds like the new landlord is a good person. Witta's new landlord will be an immigrant who understands that sometimes good people need a little help. Oh, that's better. And by the way, my lungs are fine. I just have chronic bronchitis. And it's gotten worse since 2021 and certain medication. I'm suddenly having allergies that I never had before. And it really makes me angry that I can't eat peanuts because I love peanut butter and Reese's peanut butter cups. Yeah, Widow went through the storm, the two hurricanes, because the guy who had offered to help kind of flaked out and turned out not to be a good person. So she didn't get evacuated. Oh, Freeman wants to talk about the Jaguar commercial. You evil phone making noise. Do not disturb. Uh, well, yeah. No, uh, the Jaguar is an iconic luxury sports car. But their new ad doesn't even show the car. It's a bunch of people dancing, wearing weird costumes. I kind of like the rainbows. But man, yeah, Ditch, I've been telling Witta she ought to leave Florida. But if she's in a stable situation, that's good for now. It's temporary. Yes, Witta confirms it's temporary. Anyway, I'm still kind of amused by the college student on TikTok who says he's leaving the United States and moving to Hawaii. No wonder people didn't get upset about the fire on Maui, the victims not getting help. They don't know that Hawaii is part of the United States. Our education system sucks. Hawaii is our 50th state. There were attempts to turn Puerto Rico into a state. Right now it's a U.S. territory. When they have a disaster, not too long ago, I think about a year, they had that hurricane. People didn't understand they were entitled to aid. They're part of the United States. Well, they got a bunch of money from our federal government, but due to corruption and incompetence, the mess from the hurricane never got cleaned up. So when someone said that it's a floating island of garbage, that was the truth. Because we failed to help them clean up the mess from the hurricane. Oh yeah, I would Jason, when I was in elementary school, we were required to memorize where the states were on the map and their capitals, but the lesson was go home and learn it. And with mom, the devil's sister, in charge, saying, put down that book and go play, go outside and play, because she didn't want me in the house. I, I didn't learn them. Eventually, I learned the states' capitals, but not where they were on the map. I've been working on that as an adult. Ooh, Canadian province capitals. I barely know the names of the Canadian provinces, and I'm still trying to work out where they are on, at least in general. Are they in the east or the west? And it wasn't the orange man who said it, it was a stand up comic. And the audience did not find that joke funny. They all groaned, they didn't laugh or clap. Well, her actual first name was Gladys, which means sword. Freeman, the devil's sister. Oh, it had posted a link. I'll bet it's that. No, it wouldn't be the song I remember from childhood. It was a joke song. It was just the names of the states. Like, what did Delaware? Boys, she wore her New Jersey. And what did Mississippi? Boys, she sipped her minor soda, like Minnesota. Funny ditch. Good morning, Oswald. Welcome in. We were talking about the college student who's moving to Hawaii because he's leaving the United States. So much for college education. And one of the lines in that funny song was, "What did Ida hoe?" But I don't remember what Ida hoed. But I like the "What did Delaware?" She wore her New Jersey. Oh well. Oh, that's Sequentia. His point was, oh, the bad man won. I'm leaving the country. I hope the new administration does something for the people who lost their homes in Lahaina and the people of North Carolina and Florida and other. I think Tennessee got hit and South Carolina by those hurricanes. There's a big scandal about FEMA skipping houses that had Trump signs. Because they were afraid they'd get attacked. I haven't met people on either side who even care who you voted for, let alone want to do you harm because you voted for the other candidate. At least in my community, we just help each other. You need something? I'll see if I can get it for you. Well, we'll find out what happens. I'm not overly optimistic about the new administration. But let's sit back, wait, and see. I don't tell people who I voted for. It's like there's a reason why the vote is secret. But I am tired of having to choose between Cinderella's stepsisters. I think RFK will do a good job. He's not anti vax. What he is against is having babies get 20 shots in their first year of life. That's more than I've had in my entire life, 70 years. I thought it was bad enough when my infant son had 6 shots in a year. Well, you know, in his first term, Donald Trump introduced chaos. And that's what we needed to shake up the complacent bureaucrats in Washington, D.C., who sit in their desk in their air conditioned office in the city telling farmers what crops they can grow, how much water they can have, what kind of fertilizer they can use, what they can feed their livestock, what livestock they can have. How does some idiot sitting at a desk know anything about farming? No, actually, Trump is not going to cut Social Security. That's the third rail. Nobody's going to do that, no matter who gets in office. First off, he can't. It takes an act of Congress. And Congress won't go along with that because nobody who voted for it would ever get reelected. They wouldn't even get nominated. But I am kind of worried about what's going to happen. I was concerned because at some events, the other candidate appeared to be um, drunk. Maybe just tired, but it really looked like too much alcohol. Well, some vaccines have been used for generations and they're proven to be useful and very rarely harmful. I remember when I was in 5th grade, all the 5th graders got shots for smallpox. They don't do that anymore. They say smallpox is gone, eradicated. Well, every red haired boy ended up with an ugly scar on the arm where they got the shot. Just red haired boys, not redhead girls. I'm struggling to understand net neutrality, Witta. It doesn't really sound good to me. Yeah, communism Is the government running everything with the goal of abolishing government? Socialism is the government running everything and never abolishing the government. You know, all the legacy news networks say the same thing, often word for word. They're reading a script that somebody imposed on them. Well, inventive goldfish, you're fortunate that they don't give the smallpox shot anymore. It was bad for red-haired boys. All right, come on, you cats. Come on, Smokey Sue, you go outside and play. Come on, kitty kitty. Go on, Choo-Choo. Go on, Smokey. They sound like they're killing each other, but they're just playing. They can do that outside. I wondered where that napkin went. What? What? Hi, Tora. Let's see if we can get her on camera to say hi to her adoring fans. A lot of glare there, but you can see her face. Yes, Tora, you're sweet and cute. You are. Oh, yeah, stretches. It's morning. Too much glare. Okay. All right. Have some treats. Because you said hi. 3C is here. 3C is very shy. Huh. She's Tutu's twin sister. See if I can get a picture of 3C. There she is. Hi, sweetie. Say hello. Such a pretty girl. And 3C. Yes, you. Oh, you like the camera? Such a good girl. Yeah, you're sweetie pies. Now, sweetie didn't get treats, so here goes round 1,079,000 of treats for the kitties. Let's see, 3 cats are outside and 3 cats are inside. We're in balance. Yeah, 3C is 3CPO, aren't you? When I first took them in, they were feral, so I didn't give them names, I gave them numbers. Number 1 ended up being Patches, and Patches didn't survive. But number 2 is Tutu, and number 3 is 3CPO, 3C for short. No, Tora has not had her tarot cards read, Oswald. Tora's sweetie. I haven't had my cards read either. I don't want to. Oh, net neutrality prohibits censorship, huh? Okay. Well, I am on X, formerly Twitter. I don't use it much. I never have. Mostly just read other people's posts. Yeah, would have watched the whole Jaguar commercial. I know Americans call it Jaguar, but I once worked for an English lady who drove a Jaguar. She was actually from South Africa, but she moved to London as an adult, and then she moved to California when it was still sort of a golden state. Sort of. It was getting tarnished, but blue sky. I've heard that word. I'm not sure what it is, Ditch. I'll have to look into it. But I'm on sites I never use anymore, like LinkedIn. Just got started on Rumble. Haven't posted anything. I never got on Truth Social either. Dang. Go through this every morning. Not to worry. Oh, that's what Rumble is, huh? Well, I went to Locals, but one of the channels I wanted to watch on Locals says you have to log in through Rumble, which seems too clunky to me, so I just watch it on YouTube. Oh, Paul Robeson. Now, there was a great performer, singer, actor. Loved him in Showboat. So he's an example of what happens in England. I got to see that. Paul Robeson. American bass baritone. Died in 1976. Handsome man. Let's share the screen. Ever since I discovered screen share, I've just been going nuts with it. Paul Robeson sings to Scottish Miners, 1949. Wow. Paul Leroy Robeson was an American bass baritone. It's concert artist, actor, professional football player, and activist who became famous both for his cultural. I'm not clicking on Wikipedia. Okay. Oh, Old Man River. Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Oh, yeah. Shenandoah. Go Down Moses. Way down into Egypt land. Old Folks at Home. That's a Stephen Foster song. Let's see. So what happened to him in England? In England. Robeson launched blah, blah, blah. Doesn't say. Where did Robeson live in London? Hampstead. He performed across Wales. Okay, why did he leave the United States? Oh, yeah, it was the McCarthy era, and he refused to say whether he was a communist. He went to Russia? Journeyed to the Soviet Union in 1934 through Germany, via Germany. He had an official invitation. Well, no wonder they accused him of being a communist. His passport was revoked. Wow. So I don't see what happened to him in England, but I'm sure something bad happened. Oh, Lord. I got nose tickles. Don't want to sneeze again. Well, yeah, so he was a communist. He wasn't an apparatchik. Well, I don't know. The guy I like to listen to is called Veteran Biker. I don't think he's terribly extremist-ish. Oh, Odyssey. I think I joined Odyssey. I haven't done anything, but once in a while they send me an email saying they updated their terms of service and privacy policy. Okay, Freeman says about Robeson, he did not live very well. I don't want to screenshot a video. I might get a copyright strike if there's music. JFK was good looking, but not handsome. There were some flaws in his face that just kind of made him not really handsome. But Robeson, I think it's partly the way his personality showed through. He just seemed like, wow, that's a handsome man. JFK seemed like, yeah, he's good looking. But I'll bet in person JFK was very, oh man, the evil computer wants to install freaking Windows 11. I turned it off. While it was downloading, it wouldn't let me stop the download. Oh, Instagram. Oh, I don't know. There's some site, Photo Bucket, I think, that wants me to put an app on my phone or pay them some money or something. I don't have any photos up there that, as far as I know. I don't do stuff on my phone like that. It has enough apps as it is. I'm not putting more on it. And I don't do financial transactions on the phone. Wita says Windows 11 is cancer. I believe it. I don't think this old desktop can do Windows 11 anyway. Cute, uh, Oswald, but I'm not going to say that out loud. Uh, wow. Hmm. We're going on an hour here. I haven't been really strongly political since I was 10 years old and Goldwater lost to LBJ. Ooh, ditch, Windows 7. Yeah, I loved XP, which was simply an upgrade of Windows 7. I wish I could go back to Windows XP. I loved it. Oh man, yeah. So Instagram has blood on their hands, huh? Because of the narcissism and ooh, self-offing. I refuse to worry about my looks. I mean, I want to be, clean, healthy, well, reasonably well dressed in jeans and a t-shirt. Oh, is it the other way around at Sequentia? XP first and then Windows 7? Okay. Yeah, well, back in the dark ages, you Microsoft just kept upgrading my operating system, and I know I've used both. Then there was that one version of Windows that killed my computer. It had a name, not a number. I forget what it was, but I upgraded to it because Microsoft said to, and I couldn't do anything on my computer. And some of my programs wouldn't work at all. I could get my email, and that was about it. Vista at Sequentia, that's probably it. By the way, I keep patting my face with the napkin because primarily over here, my immune system is killing the cancer. There's a Windows PKD, Oswald. Anyway, as the cancer dies, it leaves things that can be rubbed off with a napkin. Windows 10. And it wasn't as bad as some of the others, but in fact, I think that's what I'm using now. But I don't really like it. It keeps changing the wallpaper on my desktop over and over. My tumor's looking better. I hope the tumor looks worse and I look better. Anyway, so for hours and hours, my computer was slow and clunky because Microsoft just had to download Windows 11, which I don't even want. And I've turned it off before, and it keeps coming back to haunt me. Fortunately, my most important files from all these disasters of Microsoft Update, the most important files are on USB sticks, memory sticks. Yeah, my laptop is too old to install 11, but my laptop went on the fritz and gave me the black screen of death. I even bought a USB stick that was supposed to run the computer, and it won't even do that. Not buying any more stuff for that. Punch card systems. Yeah, they worked as long as the human punched the right spot on the card. Nice Christmas mug. Yeah, my Christmas mugs are getting old and beat up, but they are kind of pretty. Got them at the Lions yard sale one year. Mm. Eh, laptops are so cheap. Yeah, Jason, I really liked XP. It says it was 8-bit. I think what we have now is either 16 or 32-bit operating systems. A bit is a fraction of a byte. Forget whether it's 100th or a 10th or whatever. Oh, Oswald says mostly 32 or 64. And they don't work any better than the old Windows XP, honestly. They're slower than XP. A byte is 8 bits. Thank you, at Sequentia. Now that makes sense. It goes from 8 bits to 16 to 32. They're multiples of 8. I used to be good at math. I think calculators ruined my brain. So I just can't do it in my head. I usually do okay with pencil and paper, but I have this habit of getting the decimal point in the wrong place or doing something backwards, especially in division. Yeah, I reverse the numbers and get a weird result. Tora, get off my desk. Oh, she backed up when I got the camera. Yeah, stay off my desk. You had treats 3 times so far, and it's still morning. Cats. Well, Tora is the cat I chose to bring into my home, and Sweetie was born here. The others are spare cats. Ditch says a Discord friend is switching to Linux. And don't believe that you can switch to Linux in 24 hours. Yeah, they've been pushing Linux since the dark ages. People keep telling me, switch to Linux. Windows sucks. But, hey, the computer comes with Windows, and I don't have to do anything. Oswald says, Linux and Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Let me check the battery on my modem. I have one new message. I'm almost out of internet, and I think I'm going to have to skip Thanksgiving because I won't have the bandwidth on Thanksgiving Day. It rolls over on the 29th, but it might not roll over until midnight on the 29th. So we'll see. Besides, I'll be busy cooking a turkey. The food bank is giving me a turkey, and I'm going to cook it. Oh, that's the day Witta is moving. Tora, get off my desk. If you aren't going to let me put you on camera while you're there, you don't get to be there. Oh, I'm moving things to a U-Haul. That's good. Something to look forward to. Well, Oswald, I will try to get on Thursday morning. We'll see. But it is Thanksgiving Day. We have awesome food banks up here. They're giving me a turkey and all the fixings. I'll have to cook them, but I'll have the ingredients, including a can of yams. Gotta have candied yams on Thanksgiving. Some potatoes that I can turn into mashed potatoes. Ditch, I don't really celebrate holidays, but I love turkey, and this is the only time of year that you can get it. Tora, get your paws out of my coffee. She's switched to the chair perch. The footrest is up and she sits on it. Yeah, you're so innocent. Yeah, Tora's so innocent. All right, that's enough. We're well over an hour. Yeah, go ahead and save the links in the chat. I'll give you a few minutes to do that before I sign off. But I gotta get my day started. Ah, 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 ah. Tora, get out of my coffee. You think I don't see you? I'm looking right at you. Okay, treats for Tora. She probably wants the lickables, but I'm not doing that just yet. Oh, it is almost December. Have a wonderful time in your new place, Witta. Oh, the kiddies love that um, boar's head maple honey turkey from the deli counter. I don't get the cheap brands because they have so many chemicals. And I can't get boar's head every trip to the grocery store. But I'm not going to compromise on putting chemicals into our bodies, huh, Tora? Yes, you're sweet and cute. Okay, guys, I think you've had time to save links, and I'm blessed that you're all here. So have a blessed day, and thank you for joining me on this long, strange trip. I have trouble talking and typing at the same time. It's been real, whatever real is.